Alright, as always, we are live. Doing some more trial of the sword. Tune in now. Gonna pop that there. Do this one over here. And then we can close that out. We can close that out. We could pop this out. Come over here. Add it to this so we can see all other comments, and then that's when we pull it up on, or not pull it up on the phone, but that's when we're going to pull up the stream. We're gonna hit copy, and then that's when we start posting it. Doing some more trial of the sword. Tune in now. And then we're going to hit paste. We're going to hit select all. We're going to hit copy. We're going to hit post. Your post was sent. Heck yeah, it was. And then, yeah, for the most part, I basically feel like that is it. We go to Instagram, post a little story. Live on Twitch / Pycaon. Alright, so yeah. That is basically it right there. Alright, so here we are. We are live. We are good to go. We are ready, willing, and able to basically continue the stream right from where we left off the last time. So in the last stream, I was going to say in the last video, because I feel like I'm still so used to doing videos instead of streams. You know, as a real quick side note, it wasn't until last night I realized that the Choric Forest, this song that's playing, it has a different version at night versus during the day. And for some reason, this song specifically, both the night version and the daytime version of the Choric Forest, it gets stuck in my head. Like yesterday, for some reason, I was humming this all day, even though I didn't even stream. But this song was stuck in my head. It was just on repeat. And I just remember I was humming it all day long. I even pulled it up on YouTube and was listening to the nighttime version and the daytime version and all this stuff. And I'm just like... It's gonna be stuck in my head again just because I'm sitting here listening to it. But yeah, in the last stream, we basically managed to get done the beginner trials. So now we basically have the medium or intermediate. I forget which one it is. But yeah, I feel like all the other trials are basically a lot easier as long as we focus and we just, I would say, not only focus, but just be careful. Because the other trials definitely are a little easier. But, like I said, if we make a mistake, then that's basically going to be on us and we're going to have to start over. So, like I said, we got done the beginner trials. Now we're going to do the middle trials. And I got the video pulled up to basically cheat. To the Blade's chosen hero, in the name of Goddess Hylia, I offer the trial of the sword. You must acquire still more power to wield the true splendor of the Master Sword. You must fortify your mind, body, and soul by eradicating all obstacles that appear in this realm. In this illusionary realm of sacred mystery, anything can happen. All that you obtain here will be lost upon your return to the reality you know. Chosen hero of the Master Sword, overcome the trial of the sword and claim the blade's true splendor. Middle trials. Alright, so this one, oh, we already got people aiming at us. I'm gonna pick up a weapon. Yeah, they want to be so close to the edge. It's gonna be their downfall. Oh, snap. Whoops. Alright. I feel like that was already a bad start. Let's go back. Man, that one bomb took off like so much. But I honestly kind of didn't even realize that I could do that. I wasn't really thinking about dropping the bomb, and then the bomb kind of, you know, falls the way that it did. Or floats, I should say. Alright, so let's try this again. Because that was definitely my fault. Over here running around doing some crazy stuff with these bombs. But again, that's what I was talking about. Because like if I start making a bunch of mistakes, then it's basically just going to be my fault, you know? That we end up having to like start over. What? He ended up over there? Or am I tripping? Oh yeah, see, that's just gonna stay right there. Oh, come on. Really? I'm at least trying to get past this first floor without freaking thinking. He hit me directly. Alright, at least I have a strategy. Alright. Master Sword, Middle Trials, take 3. Take 3. Why am I having so much trouble with it right now? Who knows? Get that. We will put this down. Probably like right here. 2, 3. 4. I think 4 should be alright. Oh, got his bow. Maybe I need to fight him. Stupid. I'll take it. Even though I got hit a little bit there, and for some reason I can't pass this first one without taking any kind of damage whatsoever, we'll just we'll just leave it as is. Because like I said, for some reason I can't get past this without taking any kind of damage. Hey, soldier's bow, we'll take that. In the video, he was moving around this metal thing. Where did he even get that from? Unless that's what I blew up with the whatchamacallit. Going to have to use this a little bit. It's probably the best I'm gonna be able to do. It's gonna be the only way that I can break these. Right? Get a bunch of arrows. Because I definitely feel like these are gonna help. Hey. I feel like there's food here on the floor because I think when the other one tried to shoot me, I think he ended up burning that box. Oh, what? It's not over there? It's over here. Alright. Basically got past the first trial. Barely. For some reason. But yeah, we move on to floor 2. I'll take it. Oh. Alright, so next one. Oh, I didn't see the apple in the back. I could have picked that up. I could have picked that up. Alright, so from what I see, this one's pretty easy as well. I'm just gonna do that. He's gonna fall to his death, never to return again. Let's see, there's another one over here. Straight to his death, never to return again. That's right. That's what we will do with you. Alright. Gonna do some of that. Probably gonna try to break these. Get some more stuff. More arrows, because we definitely need. Honestly, after that, it's basically just fighting these guys. Gonna wait for them to come this way, because they're stupid. What? I was about to say, what the heck? Super easy to me. Alright. So we are slowly getting there. We're slowly getting there. This one we definitely don't want to stay up here for too long. Whoa. See, that he did that. Even though I just watched the video and the guy was like, don't do what I did, and miss this this chest. Oh, too close to the wall. Even though he said don't do what he did, I didn't even shoot it. I wasn't the one that it was the other guy. The other guy shot it. And I think that Boko fell off the platform, because it did look like he ran a little close to that edge. And yeah, I feel like this is going to be probably a bit impossible now because of what we have to face on the next floor, and I don't have a shield. And even if we did have a shield, I didn't think that I was going to be able to get it done anyways. Right. Yeah, we have no shield, and I have no idea how we're supposed to get past this next one. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna have to That's funny. Yeah, grab these arrows too. I'll take some bomb arrows. Bomb arrows might be what we need to get past this next one. Because yeah, that's gonna be the only weapon that we actually have. I think we're gonna switch to this stronger bow because arrows are limited, and it's just always better to use the strongest bow that you have. Now for this next floor. Hey, you think I'm scared of you? Yeah, easy. I don't need a shield. Who said I needed a shield? Whoever said I needed a shield doesn't know who I am. They don't know Link. They don't know Grandmaster Link. Oh. There goes that chest. I was about to say, whoa, there goes that chest too. Hey, an actual shield. I will take that. That's actually pretty nice. Lance, pretty cool. Nothing in that chest. One singular individual arrow in that one. Alright, let's see what we got over here. Let's see what's in this one. More arrows. Yeah, this is Trial of the Arrow. This one is definitely Trial of the Arrow. First break room. Break time. And I see a fairy. Just one? Just one. Come back over here. Man, he looked like he was about to fly away. Alright, at least having one fairy, I feel like makes all the difference, because... man. Doing this trial with the limited amount of health that I have, even though we have all of these extra hearts, I feel like it's very risky. Ooh, evil sword trials, get them fairies. Yeah, I'm just now seeing the comments, because I feel like I really am like so focused on trying to make sure that we actually you know, focus. Because with the trial of the swords, you know, I was saying a little bit earlier that you know, we're doing it with the limited amount of hearts that we have, right? So I ate one of these dishes that basically gives you all these extra hearts, but if I take too much damage and we end up with a little bit of hearts, red hearts, I should say, that we have, I feel like it's gonna be hard to survive, because playing this in master mode, right? There's so many enemies that could kill me in like a single hit, right? So it's not like I've got a bunch of hearts myself. We only have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only have 7 hearts, and I feel like those 7 hearts really aren't gonna do much, you know. That's everything, right? Trees. I got the boxes, the stuff that's in there. All right, so we're gonna walk over here. We're gonna reorganize everything. We're gonna put on some pants. You know, that's gonna help. And then let's see, what can we do? Stamina limit, movement speed. Let's see, attack power. Increase your strength. Maybe throw in one of these prime meats. Yeah, we're gonna throw some meat in there too. All right, another attack bonus. 3.5. Oh, 3.5. 3 minutes 50 seconds. I feel like that's pretty good. Increase your defense. Do that. Throw in some other meats. Right. I feel like that's good enough. Focus. I can never get past the lizards on the bridge room. That is, without a doubt in my mind, the hardest room out of this entire master trials, out of the beginner trials, out of the middle trials, out of the hard trials. That Lizalfo room in the beginning trials, I think it's floor 9 if I remember, is the worst room out of this entire master trial of the sword. It is so stupid. It is the worst, the absolute freaking worst. So yes, I agree. I cannot stand that stupid room with those stupid Lizalfos and their stupid faces. I had so much trouble with that as well. The first time that I did Trial of the Sword, hold on, because I'm trying to like multitask. And we all know I suck at multitasking. But yeah, it's the absolute worst. I cannot stand that. I hate that room. That room gives me nightmares. We'll just throw all the rest of these into a single dish, just so that we have some food. Hey, movement speed. Alright, so we got some food. Reorganize everything, make sure we're all organized and everything like that. But yeah, once you get past that room, you feel my pain, gamer god. Bro, it sucks so bad, I swear. It's the bane of everybody's existence. But I honestly feel like once you know, just like I said, once you get past that room, you basically can get through the rest of this so much easier. Like the rest of these middle trials and the beginner, the hard trials, I should say, should be no problem, right? Like even all of this, even though the room is dark, you know, it feels like every enemy in here just runs towards you. So it feels like this is all we're doing right here. You know, it's not like we're being caught by surprise or anything like that. I feel like what makes that room so hard is the fact that you have to fight, I think it's what, the silver Lizalfos in a room that's filled with water. So it's like you can't attack them directly because if they fall into the water, they're just possibly just gonna sit in there and just spit at you the whole time. So that sucks. And if you do manage to get them on land, it's like after you hit them like once or twice, you're just gonna end up knocking them back into the water. So it's just this never-ending cycle of just, it sucks, right? I do feel your pain because I hate that floor with a passion. Trash lizards, yes, exactly what they are. All right, and yeah, at the same time too, I'm watching this one video. What? I actually hit him? What? That was crazy. What? That arrow did not look like it was hitting him. I'm gonna be honest. Neither did that one. Oh, yeah, let's go. Let's see. Yeah, tree branch. Get that out of here. Stupid tree branch. We're not gonna use that. I'm not gonna worry about no tree branches. Alright, we take out the two fireless alphos in the beginning. And we're going to take this bomb. Toss it in there. Oh no, I wanted that to go farther. Oh, get off the tree. I can't. I'm just moving forward and pressing attack. What? He actually hit me. It's crazy. I don't even know where we ended up. I just locked onto him and kept pushing forward. Damn, he actually managed to sneak a hit in too. Oh yeah, this guy's facing the other way. Yeah, don't turn around. Don't turn around. Stay just like that. Stay just like that. I will take it. Stop being good. I love you, Eustasis. You know what? I definitely should have used stasis, without a doubt. Because, but I panicked, all right, because it was dark, and I know some of them. I don't think it was that one that I was fighting specifically, but I know some of them breathe fire, and if it was those ones that breathe fire, I could have just hit him with the ice arrows. But for some reason, I panicked, and in my mind, I was like, if I back up too much, he's gonna start breathing fire, and if he starts breathing fire, then I'm gonna take a lot of damage, and Yeah, so I definitely panicked, but I could have used stasis. That probably would have been the best thing to do in that situation. And then let's see, because you always want to break these two, even if it means sacrificing one of your weapons, because you can get some nice stuff from these sometimes. Oh, let's reorganize this. Ew, I have a tree branch in my inventory. I don't think I'm ever really gonna use that. Oh, axe, duh, because I feel like this is what I got it for, right? All right. But yeah, you see how much easier we're not struggling like we were in the beginner trials. This one's pretty simple, pretty easy. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey. Oh, that's too good. Yo, that is the first time since I've since I've added that. That's the first time somebody's actually used it. That's so funny. That is hilarious. That's too good. That's too good. Hell yeah. Let's go. Hype me up. Yeah, we're getting Master Sword Trials done. Oh man, that's too good. All right. And you know, I did tell myself I need to go back and actually add more alerts. Not only do I have to go back and add more alerts, I need to see if I can incorporate YouTube alerts as well. Yeah, come over here. Come over here. Come over here. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, you stay over there, buddy. Shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wait, I wasn't ready. Wait, I wasn't ready. Wait. Wait. I wasn't ready. Spears. The spears are gonna help on this one. Go this way. Come over here. Who's next? Who's next? Really? Stun lock. Stun lock. Stay right there. Stay right there. He tried to jump. He was like, alright, I can't get him. Let me jump at him. Yeah, burn. Die. Die. Yeah, get linked. That's funny. Yeah, after getting hyped up like that. Yeah. After hyping me up. We can't lose. We can't lose now. After those alerts. Alright, hold on. Because I definitely need to see if there's more. Hold on, where's our rearrange? I know there has to be some stuff to collect before we move on. While we're collecting some stuff, let's look at the next floor too. And I don't know if I know you played that alert. But I also know in the Twitch chat it said that an ad was getting ready to start, so I don't know if you played that alert and then the ads started or not. But yeah, that was really the first time since I've added that alert that like somebody actually used it. And so I don't know why it was so funny, but that was hilarious. Hype me up. Hell yeah, let's go. Too good, too good. And yeah, I want to say this is her thing. Right. So once again, we rearrange everything just so that it's there. All right, and then next floor. Crispy bacon at night. You already beat the evil room. You tricked me. Hey, there's no trickery going on around here. Maybe just ads every once in a while. You already beat. Oh, are you talking about that evil Lizalfo room in the beginner trials? Yeah, we did that in our last stream. Our last stream, all I did was beat the all I did was beat the beginner trials, and then we ended the stream. The stream only ended up being probably like an hour because I ended up having to go to work. Oh, you know what we could do? Let's see. I already started using all the rest of these, huh? Let's get rid of some of these weapons we don't need. Like, we don't need that. Let's see. This one's 6. This one's 5. Let's see. That one's 5. This one's 6. Alright. Get rid of all of the evil weapons. I think the first time that I did this room as well. Yes, LOL. Stop being cool. Right, I promise you I'm not. I promise you I'm a dork. I'm a nerd. I'm not cool at all. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! But I was gonna say, the first time I believe I did this room, I picked this up, and you know, like, I'm always trying to make sure that we keep as many hearts as we can, right? And I think the first time I did this, I think I only had about the same amount of red hearts that I do now. And I took this barrel, and I tried to throw it, like, over the wall or something like that to hit the guardian, and I think I threw it. I think I was, like, right here, actually, and I threw it, it hit the wall, it blew up this next one. And it used my fairy and everything, and I was just like, man, I was doing, oh snap, see, that could have hit me right there. But I ended up doing that, and then I was sad after that, because I felt like at the time I put in so much work and effort just to do that, and ended up using the fairy, and I was just like, well, we're still at like the beginning of this trial, kind of, sort of. So I was like, I don't want to go the rest of this without any more fairies, because I don't know what I'm going to be fighting. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. So I just thought it was funny, because it's like playing this now after after all this time, I don't know if it's because I'm trying to like rush or something, but I definitely feel like I have more confidence fighting these guys now than the first time I played. Like the first time, again, the first time I did this trial of the sword, I was like sneaking around in this room specifically until I found that guardian, and then when I saw the guardian, I was just like, how am I supposed to beat that guardian? And now it's just like, all right, guardian, you have to die. There's things I gotta do. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, wake up. Wake up, dude. It's time to die. Alright. So, next couple floors, pretty easy stuff. Yep, use up all the weapons we feel like we don't need or are just the least durable. Yeah, go for the toes. Go for the toesies. 3. Let's see, that one's 7. This one. And I definitely feel like you have to be careful because last time I was fighting one of these guys and I shot him in the eye, I think I ran too close to him as he was... Where you going? Oh. Oh, still got him. That's crazy. Really? Really? All of a sudden now I'm hitting armor? But yeah, first time I was fighting him, I shot him in the eye, and then I ran too close to him, and as he like sat down, it did so much damage to me, and I was just like, what the heck? I was like, he didn't even actually hit me. Alright, so let's see. He only has a little bit of damage left. 15. Sword's 14. No, don't run. Don't run. Oh snap, it didn't hit. Ah, I'm sorry. Oh, that killed him. Yeah, link ups in the dark. Get linked. That's funny. Alright, and like I said, next couple floors, pretty simple, I would say. We got some more weapons. I think Thunderstorm Rod is gonna be the next one to come in handy. Alright, so we're gonna hold on to this. Of course, as always, we're gonna search around a little bit. Got about 6 minutes. Whoa. Got about 6 minutes left on this attack buff, but I feel like that's okay, right? I feel like it's mainly just there to that buff that we use is basically there to just give us an edge at the beginning of the trials until we can actually get like a bunch of weapons and stuff like this. That's really what I feel like it's for. Because at the beginning of all of these trials, you know, you don't really have much equipment to work with. And I feel like when you do, it's usually like rusty swords, rusty claymores, things like that. Things that are low in attack and break easily. So having that attack bonus is pretty helpful. But like I said, once you get to a point where you're basically getting all these weapons and gear and stuff like that, I don't necessarily feel like you need the attack bonus, although it still helps out a lot, you know? So, alright, another break room, couple more fairies. definitely want to grab those first. More fairies, the better. The more fairies we have, the more confident we can be. I can't remember if it's the beginner trials. I mean the beginner trials. The medium trials or the hard trials. It might be the hard trials. I know there's one of the three makes it so that the weapons that you're picking up, you basically go through, like, I think it's like 2 different biomes, right? Like I think you end up in like a thunderstorm. So it's like all of your metal weapons basically end up attracting electricity. So you can't really use it. Can't really use them. And then after like maybe a few floors, everything turns into it goes from a thunderstorm to a lava room. So you basically have to switch the weapons that you're using. Because when you're in the thunderstorm, you can't use your metal weapons. And then when it switches over from thunderstorm to lava room, it's like now you have to use your metal weapons and you can't use the other ones because the other ones now are catching fire. So it's like it's definitely weird. It's definitely weird and cool because it makes you think. Like you really have to like be careful on like how you're using your equipment and stuff now. I actually don't think it's the medium trials. I want to say it's the hard trials that does that. Because then you go from like thunderstorm to lava room to, I think, now you're fighting like a bunch of, I want to say guardians? Something like that. Yeah, where you gonna go, Bass? Where you gonna go, Bass? You have nowhere to go. Alright, we're gonna cook some more food. Now this next floor is one that definitely gave me a hard time. Bro, this guy that I watched to help me get past the master trials, or I don't know why I keep saying master trials, the trial of the sword. His video is friggin' funny as hell because of, like the way that he's explaining like how to get past each floor. It's so funny. But let's see. That being said, actually drop that. Stamella shrooms or Endura shrooms. My bad. Not Stamella. Endura. I kind of always try to just put whatever I can together that kind of makes sense. But I don't feel like that always ends up being the case. Like, we only have 1 thing of attack, 2 of defense, 1 stealth. So there's really not much that I feel like I could combine it with to like make it good. Right? Like we can do a little bit of this. This gives us a little bit of attack. I could do something like this, which will give us a little bit of defense. If we really feel like we need it. And this for basically the silent shroom, probably give us a little bit of stealth. And then yeah, everything else you basically just all toss in the pot together. Right. Just gonna make some regular food. And yeah, I definitely want to say it's the hard trials, because the hard trials, they basically give you material to make cold resistant food and heat resistant food. Right, this one's 26. Always use your strongest bow. Always use your strongest bow. You get a new stronger bow in Trial of the Sword, use it. And I always say use your strongest bow because arrows are always limited. So you always want to do the most amount of damage you can with the arrows. Weapons, I like to use the weakest ones first because, you know, they can still be useful. They break easily. You pick up another weapon. Inventory kind of stays full and you're still kind of using a lot of damage, or still doing a lot of damage, right? So there is that. All right, on to this next floor. This next floor. So not only are we going to use this, but we're also going to Rionis. Block you. Yeah. Yeah, get shot. Oh, it still hit him. Did you see that? That's crazy. The other freak, it bounced off and still get him again. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. Yeah, two birds with one stone. Yeah, finish him off. Oh, and this is why this Thunder Rod's like the best. Oh, that other one came back, bounced off the wall and got him. Let's go. I will take it. I will take it. Got some more arrows. Alright. And then for this next trial, we want magnesis. Right? Still got him. Still got him. Still got him. still got him. We took a little bit of damage right there, but we got him. Took a little bit of damage right there at the beginning, but we got him. We got him. Boy, that cube definitely came in handy. Because trying to fight these guys, like just on their own, not fun. And because we got some better weapons, we can actually get rid of some of these other things. Like, well, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, 10. I honestly don't really like using like the meteor rods and stuff like that. 'Cause I don't feel like they're good like status effect, but I feel like they don't really do much unless like you're fighting an enemy that's weak to whatever that is. Duplex, take that too. Shooting 2 arrows at once, I'll take it. Let's see, he's got something too. Ancient battle axe. I don't think we really need the lightning rod anymore, to be honest. Take the ancient battle axe. See all this weaponry? We're good. Yeah. Ooh. Sword. Yeah. See how easy this is? Don't have to worry about no Lizalfos. Don't have to worry about none of that stuff. All of these, easy. Dead. Just like that. Easy. Cube of Death. Yeah. Bro, I'm telling you, that cube makes all the difference because there's no way. Because those are like Guardian Scout 3s or something like that. Those are the Guardian Scouts that take a while to basically kill. So, yeah, we're going to drop that. Pick up this sword. This sword is a bit better. And then let's see. Next weakest weapon is going to be this Cork Staff, which most likely we're going to drop. That has a green arrow, does more damage. So we're going to drop that, pick up the sword. Nice. Better weapons. Which now, our weakest weapon would be 14. This one right here. Actually, no, this 12. This Rusty Claymore. Alright, so let's see. Oh, he said 1 floor left. Right after this? We're almost there? Ads starting in less than a minute. At least that's what this thing says. Eduardo Garcia, hello in the YouTube comments. And I'm sorry for the late reading of the YouTube comments because I feel like I clicked on something and I just realized that my YouTube comments weren't pulled up. So if you're still in here, Eduardo Garcia, hello, hello, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, ha 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 ha. What the heck? Alright, I just needed one of you guys dead. Come on. Whoa! How I dodged all of that is beyond. Let's see. 14. Where you go? Hey, Guardian Shield Plus. Oh, Guardian Sword Plus. Yeah, we're gonna drop that. And you know what? He is I don't know if you guys can hear the video, like when I press play, if you guys can hear it in the microphone, but he's talking about how underwhelming the whole Lionels. Hell yeah. Lionel, man, the Lionels are definitely hard to fight, but once you start getting some good weapons and armor and stuff like that, they are not necessarily significantly easier, but once you fight them enough, you kind of really get used to their moveset. But in this video that I'm watching, this guy is talking about how underwhelming these last trials are. And he's definitely got a point. Because when you do the last floor, it's like it really is underwhelming. Yeah. Let's see. Kind of feel like I should just start using the strong ones. Yeah, we'll use the strongest weapon because this is the last floor. Damn, what? That thing already, just beating him. I wasn't supposed to walk in front of that. Man, really? I totally forgot it said broken. Or it was about to break. Move. What? I totally dodged. Yeah, see, now I'm getting nervous. Alright, die. Yeah, get linked. Are you gonna play Tears of the Kingdom soon? I am planning on it, yes. I definitely want to play Tears of the Kingdom because of how much I actually love Breath of the Wild. I did tell myself, however, that once we finish Breath of the Wild here, I kind of wanted to jump into Hyrule Warriors. I think it was Age of Calamity. Because to me, playing the little bit of Age of Calamity that I did, it kind of seemed to give us more backstory um, on I guess Breath of the Wild, right? Because in Age of Calamity, not only do you learn more about like the champions themselves, but you can also pilot the divine beasts, and I feel like it gives you a glimpse into things like how the champions struggled inside of their divine beast when Ganon first took over like 100 years ago, right? Even though they said Age of Calamity is like a different timeline to Breath of the Wild, to me, after playing Breath of the Wild for a little bit and then playing a little bit of Age of Calamity, it really felt like it was giving you some more backstory, some more insight. So, for example, I remember playing a little bit of Age of Calamity, and I remember we did a mission where we helped Urbosa in her divine beast. And when you first enter the divine beast, you can see her fighting the Thunderblight, and she even says something along the lines of like, "Oh, I'm in trouble. This thing's just like a little too strong." And right before like the Thunderblight basically lands like the final blow or whatnot, that's when you show up with with help, and you basically help Urbosa defend from the Thunderblight and actually save the what is it, the divine beast and stuff, right? So even though like that's different, even though like you help Urbosa and save her and stuff like that, I feel like even though that's different, the way that she struggled was probably real for Breath of the Wild. Like the way she was actually struggling and how she was like, "Oh, this thing's basically about to kill me," that actually happened in Breath of the Wild, because the four champions basically died trying to defend their divine beast from Calamity Ganon, but they all ultimately ended up falling and stuff like that. So certain things like that I feel like gives you more insight into the backstory of Breath of the Wild. You get to learn a little bit more about the lore and the story and stuff like that. So I kind of feel like I want to do Age of Calamity before we jump into Tears of the Kingdom. And then I know Tears of the Kingdom has its Age of Calamity now. I think it's Age of Imprisonment or something like that. So maybe that's what we're going to do. We're going to do Breath of the Wild, and then maybe Age of Calamity, and then Tears of the Kingdom, and then Age of Imprisonment. Maybe. So far, I feel like that's how we're going to do it. To the chosen. To the one chosen by the Sacred Blade, I commend your efforts this trial. You are now strong enough to wield more of the Master Sword's power than ever before. Courageous hero, chosen by the Blade. Take hold of the Master Sword. Heck yeah. Alright, and just like we did before, when we completed the beginning trials, we only had access to this platform here. And now that we've done the beginner trial, or I don't know why I keep saying beginner. Now that we've done the middle trials, you can actually see the bridge extend even further to now encompass this next platform. And again, this area that we're in, I think is like really cool, right? I have to take a moment to really appreciate the aesthetics. All right, middle trials complete. then I will say hoo hoo, yeah. Master Sword, baby. Ah, you have finally returned. You look stronger than when last I saw you. The Master Sword you wield is now more powerful than before. Heck yeah. Link's conquest and trial of the sword have amplified its splendor. If you desire still more power and wish to retry the blade's test, once again, place the Master Sword in its pedestal. Alright, so. Dun, 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 dun. I swear, this song always gets stuck in my head. Every single time I come into this forest, this song is in my head for days. Dun, dun. Alright, before the song continues to get stuck in my head, we have one more trial of the sword to basically complete, which is the final trials, and then the Master Sword is basically fully complete. And then after that, we will conquer the DLC, so we can upgrade our champion abilities, and then also, you know, completely beat the DLC and get, you know, that little vehicle that we end up getting to complete it. And then from there, we basically go around, we collect everything that we can collect, do all the side quests, storm Hyrule, and then the game's basically done. So even though it sounds like we only have maybe like a few more streams, I feel like collecting everything and doing all the side quests is going to take a long time, or not necessarily a long time, but a lot of effort, a lot of work. So I do think that we are going to wrap it up here, because I don't want to, I do have to go to work in like a couple hours, but I don't want to start these next trials because I know all three trials kind of take, maybe, at least for me, they take a little bit over an hour or so. And I don't think I have like another whole hour to give. Otherwise, I would basically just start exploring and collecting some stuff. But yeah, I feel like we are going to, even though it was a short stream, I think our last stream, and it's a little bit of a short stream this time too, I still want to go ahead and just leave things here. I am off the next couple of days. I am off Sunday and Monday, so we are going to do a longer stream then. Usually when I'm off, I do maybe like a 4-hour stream or so, because of, you know, of course, we have more time to actually, you know, spend together and actually play and enjoy the game and all this other stuff. I am gonna eat one of these dishes though. Eat one of the dishes and then save it so that right when the next stream starts, all we have to do is eat the food, other food, yeah, the attack, and then we can jump straight into the trials themselves. But yeah, before I do end the stream too, I was thinking, I don't know why I'm yawning all of a sudden now, but I don't know if whether or not one of these streams I want to do something of like a subathon, right? One of these streams that I do, I want to try to see if we could I want to try to see if we could, I don't know, do something special. See if we could either try to stream for like 24 hours, or I have no idea. I have no idea. I feel like I'm going to spend probably the next stream, when we complete the Trial of the Sword, I will probably try to take some like suggestions from people to see what it is that we could do for a subathon, basically. I definitely like being a content creator. I don't think I'm the best content creator, or I don't think that I'm very popular like some well-known content creators, you know, like PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Dashi, Corey Kenshin, you know, like all these other people, right? Um, but I would like to be. I would definitely, if I could get to a point where I could be like a full-time content creator, I think that would be a really cool thing. I think it would be really nice to actually hang out with everybody a lot more, to create this environment where people can come in, they can relax, they can have fun, they can unwind, we can crack jokes, we can play games together. I think that that's really cool. You know, basically just helping people forget the stress and the anxiety of the day, even if it's for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. So yeah, I definitely want to push towards that. So I want to incorporate some more things on stream. I definitely want to see if I can get some YouTube alerts in. If I can figure that out, that would be pretty cool. So if somebody subscribes or anything like that, we can get some notifications in. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, maybe we will spend the next couple of days just coming up with different ideas to see what we could do, and we will plan for the future. Because yeah, you know, I really do enjoy streaming and making content for you guys. And even though previous, or I should say prior to streaming Breath of the Wild, we mostly streamed old school RuneScape, or I should say streamed and did videos for. It wasn't until recently that I got the money to basically start upgrading some of my gear, which is why now we're doing some console games and switching it up a bit. But yeah, I want to continue to switch it up. I want to continue to play all kinds of different games and just hang out with people and just have fun. So I definitely want to push towards that. And I even want to get into programming. I told myself that the ultimate goal, or like one of my ultimate goals, is to basically have my own video game and animation studio, which is not an easy feat. It's a very big dream of mine. And I told myself that content creation was basically like the first step towards that. I definitely wanted to get to a point where we do all kinds of things. We stream, we make videos, we make shorts, and I even want to do a couple of streams where I'm actually creating something. I'm actually creating an app or a video game, even if it's something, you know, small and mindless, like one of those mobile apps that or mobile games that you play that, you know, you probably launch an airplane and then the airplane falls and breaks apart, and then you watch an ad to get more coins to upgrade your airplane to make the airplane go farther, you know, something like that. You know, I would love to probably do a stream or like a video series of us actually sitting here from scratch, actually putting together the actual app and doing the coding and doing all this other stuff. So definitely have a lot planned for the YouTube channel and for Twitch, for the content creation and all this other stuff. So we just have to slowly work towards it, day by day, step by step. And you know, it really means a lot to me that you guys have been as supportive as you guys have been, even though I'm trying to, you know, just squeeze in like a little bit of a stream here and there in between working and all of this stuff. So it really means a lot to me. And I hope that in the near future there's much more that we could do. So I am once again going to wrap things up here. One of the things that I told myself that I wanted to do, and I know, you know, for some people it may be a little off-putting or whatnot, but this job that I've been working has been very stressful to me for various different reasons, and it wasn't until I started this job and started struggling the way that I was struggling that I kind of started to pray more and, you know, just really try to strengthen my relationship with God and stuff like that. So one of the things I told myself that I wanted to do with all of this, I I guess, effort that I've been putting in to stay healthy mentally, physically, spiritually, all this stuff like that. I wanted to end the stream with some random Bible verses, and this Bible verse that I just pulled up is about anxiety, and I always call it Philippines, but the Philippians 4:6 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." And it's actually funny because there's a sermon that I even watched when I woke up this morning that was saying that same thing. The pastor was talking about anxiety and how you worry about all these different things and we get anxious, and because we get anxious, it turns us to do all kinds of stuff. We drink, we smoke, we do all kinds of other stuff. But honestly, if we take a moment to relax, to breathe, to actually present our troubles and our anxieties to God, it's not going to necessarily free you from it, but it will give you a bit of peace of mind to make better decisions in the middle of that storm. It will give you that extra push. Ah.
Did I jump scare you? Yeah, I bet I did.
Yeah, you did.
You coward.
Got my ass.
You make me sick. Your weakness is pathetic.
But yeah, it will give you some extra energy to get through the day, and I feel like that's really what it's all about. Lame to the ending it part. I know you read stuff late. Yeah. I do read stuff late. And you basically came in towards the end because I'm actually wrapping things up and getting ready to end it. Even though it was a short stream, I just end it here because the next thing that we want to do in game is going to take us more time than I have. So we're just gonna end it a bit early, and I'm off the next couple of days, so our next couple of streams are going to be a lot longer. And we are starting to get towards the end of the game, so it's only gonna be like a few more streams before we get back into old school RuneScape. So it's almost RuneScape time. Maybe like another, well, I can't say another week because next week I work overtime, so I'm not going to be streaming at all next week. But maybe another week of streaming itself, we should be done with this game. And then we're going to move back over to old school RuneScape. And then maybe in between some of like the RuneScape content, we'll probably start playing some other games to give it some variety. But yeah, pretty soon we are going to get back into it. But on that note, like I said, I am going to end things here so I could chill out for a little bit before I have to go to work. And yeah, I do appreciate everybody, as always, for being part of the stream and commenting, and for Dean always scaring us with the jump scare. Always getting us. He always has perfect timing. But with that being said, I do hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I hope your joy is filled with a lot of rest, relaxation, peace of mind, all of that. And I will definitely see you guys in the next one, which will most likely be tomorrow. Bye, guys.